second consecutive day that high winds and low humidity going to play a huge factor as far as our four-state weather. Now, we've been able to avoid most of the red flag warnings. Do have one down there in Barry County, the tan indicating the wind advisory, but really with the way our humidity's dropped throughout the course of the day and the fact that the high winds from yesterday into this morning have brought down a number of tree limbs, let's try to avoid any outdoor burning. It's just not worth it at this point in time. As a matter of fact, central Kansas already had to go through wildfires yesterday, the result of just people not paying attention. And I know you care about the four states, so let's be better than what they are. That's going to last all the way until 6 p.m. Finally begins to calm down after that, but we've got impressive gust numbers. 52 miles per hour, the last one measured at Nevada, 48 in Joplin and Chanute, 45 in Independence and Grove. Now, I did a little historical research. I'm like, I wonder when the last time we picked up a gust that high was. It was 5 days ago. It was the 14th of this month. Didn't go back as long as I thought it would. But I tell you what, we got a chance to tie or perhaps even break another record as we take a live look outside of Television City, because we sit at 71 degrees here at the noon hour. And as far as what we're seeing, haven't seen anybody get more than 72. Now, 75 is going to be the magical number, because if we can get there at Joplin Regional Airport, we're going to tie a record high for November 19th that dates back to 1950. And remember, our peak heating hours are really between about 3 and 4 p.m. So we've got a ways to go, and the fact that we're sitting at 71, 72 right now, we just may get there. So we turn it over to our friends at the Southeast Regional Climate Center and find out that our first 19 days of November put us number 5 on record as far as average high temperature goes. And remember, that's only through the noon hour. And granted, 19 days, we're not going to see a whole lot of a bump here, but there's a good chance we pass 1909 by the end of the day and end up going into November 20th as number 4. Now, granted, we're going to have some cooler temperatures by the time we get into the weekend, and here's why. Because the ridge of the jet stream has severely flattened. We had that big bubble right here where you see the warmer temperatures from yesterday, but not only flattened, but also pushed out to the east. So what that's done, taken the high pressure system, moved it into the southeastern portion of the United States. We talked about this, got an opening. Low pressure beginning to push down. That's going to allow all this moisture to also make its way through with cooler temperatures as well. And it's much needed rain if you want to harken back to what the almanac looked like. So I think we're going to get 75. I don't know if we're going to get there at Joplin Regional Airport. That's where we have to do it to tie the record. We're not going to get to 78 in Chanute. That's where we would have to get to break the record at the Chanute Airport. That dates back to like 1913. Not going to be that hot. But nice thing is finally by the time we get overnight, we'll see that wind begin to calm just a little bit. Still persisting though, 15 to 20 miles per hour. Let's take a look at what we've got coming up tomorrow afternoon, because this is the big development. Number 1, cloud cover. But by the time we get past the lunchtime, then we see the development of some light scattered rain. It then widens throughout Friday night into Saturday morning. Really doesn't become too intense until Saturday evening. That's when we'll hear some thunder, get some lightning with that. But here's the key factor. You want to talk about needing it. All right. Is the drought monitor keeps getting better and better. We've been able to lose the severe and extreme that we had last month, but at the same point in time, if we can get rid of even the dry portions by the time we get to the end of the year, that would be awesome. And yeah, that's sorry, that was behind the scenes, folks, right there. So the fact that we're going to pick up some much needed rain, Tanya, will be a benefit to us before the cold front arrives and we drop down to the 40s and 50s into next week.
Yeah, with all the wind we're getting, it's just going to dry out any other
moisture. Can we let people behind
the
curtain really fast?
Yeah,
let's do it.
I was fixing my own hair.
Right, and so when I was doing the 7-day forecast, folks, and that was on your screen, Tanya was looking at me going like this. And so I thought like I was just completely out of sorts and something was wrong with my hair. And so that's why I paused. I started frantically going like this.
So then we go back.
And Tanya looks at me and she's like,
we're like a series of hand signals while he's trying to finish up his weather. Like, no, you're fine. It's me, you know.
That's why we love everybody that watches. We know you appreciate a little behind the curtain every now and then.
That's what we do. All right. Thanks, Michael.